Well, hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Morgan. I'm not like a professional YouTuber or anything, but I tried my best throughout my pregnancy to make videos, upload and post, and kind of keep you guys updated, and I failed miserably. Pregnancy is no joke. It is a lot harder than people make it out to be. Like, you're just tired and exhausted, and for me, I just did not want to do anything. And then I had a lot of things go on in my life where it kind of just made it a little bit harder for me to be able to post and update. I just wasn't feeling my best self. I just had a lot more things I needed to focus on instead of post content. If you have watched my videos and you have stuck around for everything, I love you. Thank you so much, and hopefully I am back and I will be able to post more videos. So let's get into this. So this video is going to be me talking about my labor and delivery and kind of a quick update on my daughter because she is 1 month old. Yes, I've been gone for that long, longer than that actually, but she is already 1 month old, which is so crazy to me. Time flies. It actually is really depressing when I sit here and think about that she's already a month. Like, where has time gone? But first, I'm going to talk about my labor and delivery. I will insert some clips throughout this video because I did try to vlog it as best as I could, but everything happened so quickly that I was only able to get like some bits and clips of everything, which didn't make enough to make a vlog. So I'm a little disappointed in that, but that's okay. That's what I said in my last video when somebody had asked me the question, like, do you have a birth plan? Do you have everything set up? And I'm like, no, because like birth, labor, and delivery does not go as planned, and I stand by that because that was 110% true. Everything happened so quickly how I expected things to be, just it wasn't that. It went by so fast. We'll start July 10th. My due date was originally July 23rd, so that's when she was supposed to be born. I had this feeling for some reason that I was going to go past my due date and I was going to have to get induced. I don't know why. I just kept thinking that. Wrong. I kept making comments because I had an eyelash appointment on Wednesday, July 10th. And it was my first time getting lash extensions. And I just kept saying, like, she can come anytime after that. I just want to get my lashes done. She can come after I get my lashes done. Just, like, do not come Wednesday. I don't want her to come Wednesday. I was very adamant on just wanting to get my lashes on, and I had it in my head I was going to be vlogging as well, so I was just like, that'll make me feel good in the hospital, like I'll feel like cute if I have my lashes. So yeah, I was just not wanting her to come on Wednesday. I was just like, I want my lashes on, period. The day before, on Tuesday, it was Monday. It was a Monday or a Tuesday of that week. I had an appointment, which my NST tests were twice a week, every single week, and it was one of those appointments, and I had gotten checked to see if I was dilated. I was not dilated, but my midwife had noticed that during my NST test you have like 2 bands that go around your belly, one like up top higher and then another one lower to find the fetal heartbeat for your baby. So the second one will track like fetal heartbeat and like watch babies like kicks and movement and all of that, and that's just what it does. So the top one will show your contractions, and she had noticed that I was contracting during that appointment every like 8 to 9 minutes, and then it would be like inconsistent, and then it'd just be like at random times. And she had noticed from previous appointments I was doing that for like about a week. It seemed like that I'd have consistent contractions kind of like 8 to 9, 10 minutes apart, and then it would be all over the place, and then it would do that again. And she was just like, I think like this is signs of early labor. I feel like, I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel like anything's different, which I don't think you're going to, but I just had it in my head that she wasn't coming. I asked her if I could do anything to like induce labor. I know people think that you can't induce your own labor. I don't know. I feel like there are some things you can do to help induce your labor, to like soften your cervix, and that's what I was doing. When I got home, I ended up going and buying a ball so I could bounce on. I bought raspberry leaf tea because that's supposedly something that like softens your cervix. Pineapple, I ate a bunch of pineapple because that's another myth thing. If you eat pineapple, that your labor can like help jumpstart labor. What else did I do? I believe that is it, because I couldn't have sex. So here, sex is a really big thing that helps, but And I about that, doing that for about a day, 2 days. Like I said, Monday I think was my appointment, and Wednesday was my lash appointment. That night on Wednesday, I ended up going to bed around 1 o'clock, I think is late for me. I think I went to sleep around 1. And I typically would wake up from 3 to 5 to go to the bathroom. My body just would wake up around those times because my bladder would be super full. She'd be pushing on it, and I would just have to go pee. And I woke up from initially having to go to the bathroom when I felt like I had to go pee. And so I sat up, and it's happened in here. I sat up in bed, and all of a sudden I felt like a big gush. And I'm half asleep. I jump out of bed because I have water just coming out, and I pull my shorts down, and there's just like a big wet spot. My bed has a big wet spot. I'll probably like insert a picture. And so I pull my pants down, I go walk into the bathroom, and outside of my room is the laundry room, and then next to it is the bathroom, and across the bathroom hallway is my sister's room. So I'm standing there, and as calmly as possible, I just say to my sister, I go, Mackenzie. She like shoots up from her bed, and I go, I think my water broke. I'm not so sure. I was so calm. I went and sat on the toilet. She throws her covers off of her, leaps out of bed, and bolts down the hallway across the house to my mom. And for some reason, I had it in my brain that I wasn't in labor. I thought to myself, I was like, no, I probably just peed. She's probably just getting so big. She's pushing on my bladder. That's what that is. And so I'm completely in denial, you guys. When I say I'm in denial, I'm so in denial that it is my water. I'm sitting there just like, I think I'm peeing, like, it's fine, it's okay, I'm gonna go back to bed. And my mom's like, no, call your doctor, call the OB, see what he says. And while she's telling me this, as I'm sitting on the toilet, she's like, Mackenzie, go pack the bags, go put them in the car, go grab this, go grab this. I'm sitting there on the toilet like, y'all crazy, we're not going nowhere, I'm going back to bed. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I think it was just like the initial like shock. All right, hi you guys. It is currently, oh my goodness, I need to check exactly what time it is. It is about 3:48. It's almost 4 in the morning, and I just woke up because I thought I peed myself. I woke up and I just had this big like gush of water start coming out, and I wasn't wearing any panties, which I should be at night probably at this point, clearly because of what just happened, but I wasn't. And it just started just like leaking out, and it like wouldn't stop, and it still isn't stopping, but it's followed by some blood right now. So we're thinking it is my water that just had broke, and I called my doctor, and he told me to head on into the hospital to go get looked at. So, and my whole family's freaking out right now and getting everything packed. So this might be baby time. So
I got everything in the car.
Are you ready?
Yes, are you? Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready. I don't know. So I called my doctor. He doesn't even let me tell him that like there was blood. Yeah, there was blood in my pee. He right away, and keep in mind, did I tell you what time it broke? Did I even mention that? It broke at 3:30. It was like 3:30 in the morning, and he's like half asleep. He was like, I'll meet you at the hospital. I was like the hospital. I'm like, I'm not in labor. I had no contractions. I don't really remember like feeling like, oh my god, because I've seen so many videos that once your water breaks, it's like instant contractions, like you're in pain, you're hunched over, like it doesn't stop. I didn't have that. I got to the hospital around like 4:20, 4:30. They took me upstairs. I got admitted into my room. They got everything ready, and as I'm changing into my gown, walking from the bathroom to my bed, I'm just leaking, and I'm still saying like I'm not in labor, and my nurse is like looking at me like, okay, keep telling yourself that. Actually, the doctor that was on the floor that morning, she came to check on me before my doctor had gotten there, and she checked me. I was only 1 centimeter dilated, and my water had broke. So once I heard her say it, I was like, okay. Like, I got the initial like, you're in labor, and then it kind of like sunk in, I guess. I don't know.
And I didn't shower. I knew I should have showered.
Currently it is 4:30 in the morning. I'm in denial, but I think I'm in labor.
I'm gonna beat your face for you.
I don't really care about makeup right now. I'm actually really happy I got my eyelash extensions. I literally got eyelash extensions yesterday, and I just kept saying, I pray to God she does not come. It was yesterday being, what, Wednesday?
I can't breathe.
Yesterday was Wednesday, yeah.
I almost said 11.
And I just kept saying, like, she can come after my eyelash extension appointment, and hi, here we are. So, but I will keep you guys updated. I'm waiting for a doctor to come in to confirm that my water is broken, and I'm in denial. Although it seems like I'm peeing all over myself, but alright, I'll check back in. It was only dilated to 1. They wanted to start me on Pitocin. And they asked me about if I was getting an epidural or not, and I always said that I was going to, but I hadn't really felt like contractions. Like I was contracting, but not like a lot. And so they were like, yeah, when we get the Pitocin started, we could go get your epidural started, like right away you can have it. And I was like, no, it's fine, I want to experience labor. And they look at me like, did you just say you want to experience? I was like, yeah, just like for an hour, or maybe an hour or two if I can bear it. Like I just want to kind of feel what it feels like to go in labor. And they're looking at me like, you're freaking nuts. They let me do it. I think I lasted probably an hour. Yeah, it's probably an hour, not even past that. It just wasn't letting up. Like I would contract and I'd have a really big contraction, but in between my big contractions, I was having like little ones. So like that feeling was never going away. I was contracting the entire time and I could not get any relief. I could not sit there and talk to my mom or my sister. My cousin Selena ended up coming too, and when she got there, I just was not able to talk. And I don't know if I'm just a big baby. Like I don't even know if like they were gonna get worse. They probably were. And I could not even tolerate an hour of my contractions once they were like pretty active. So I ended up getting my epidural. That went pretty smoothly. I had gotten my epidural, it was around, we'll say like 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. They ended up checking me around 10, and I progressed. So I went from a 1, and Pitocin had started right away. I'll say it started around like 5 o'clock. So from 5 to 8, I progressed to, I think, 3 or 4. They ended up checking me again around 11, I believe. And I was at a 5, so I was gradually progressing, which was really nice. And then I was laying there for a little while, and I kept saying like to my mom, I was like, ooh, pressure, and you can't feel yourself dilate. I had it in my head that I was like, oh, I'm just dilating, like that's the pressure I'm feeling, it's fine. And my epidural was great, let me tell you. Like I could not feel a thing. Like you could literally like tickle my leg and I was not feeling it. It was great. And I just kept feeling like a pressure feeling, and I just kept saying, ooh, pressure, and then it would go away, and I ignored it for probably like 20 minutes, I think. My nurse and her team ended up coming back in and to check me, and she spreads my legs and moves the blanket and looks and it's like, okay, like looks at her team and was like, all right, get ready. I'm laying there like, what do you mean get ready? She goes, I see her head. Like, you are at a 10, you're ready to go. So in an hour, I went from a 5 to 10, like that quickly. Which I'm so thankful for, that I wasn't in like labor for a really, really long time. In total, it was probably 8 hours. But then all of a sudden, like my nerves just kind of like kicked in. I thought like I would have to tell them like, oh, I'm ready to push. Like not them say like, you're ready to push, like we're gonna have a baby. It was such a surreal like feeling. It was so weird. My doctor, he was at another office 15 minutes away, so they had to call him. They asked me, they're like, hey, if you can hang on for another 15 minutes, we're gonna get him over here. If you need to push, you can push, but we're gonna try to get him on over here first. And so they put me on the stirrups. My hoo-ha is out. I have like 9 women in front of me, and we're all just kind of like looking around. So I'm just trying to crack jokes as best as I can and like keep talking to them, because it's like my vagina is just like in your face and we're just waiting. My doctor ended up getting there, and I pushed for 9 minutes and I think 4 contractions, and my daughter was born. Like team in the room was saying like, you made labor look so easy, like it never really looks like this, like you are so lucky. Some women go into labor and they're in labor for days or a day, or they're pushing for 2 to 3 hours. Some of them end up in C-sections. Like, it's crazy. And so they just kept repeating, like, you are so lucky, because it does not look like this. And your next labor, I hope it's the same way. I don't know. They just made me feel like really good about it.
1 or 2 more contractions, they'll probably be at, yeah. GBS negative, clear fluid, 38, just a GDO diet. You're trying to make me fall over? Ready? You feeling the pressure build up some more? Okay, big deep breath.
And push.
It.
1,
That's it.
2, 3.
Don't be scared, push
4,
right into it.
5,
Hold it,
6,
hold it.
7, 8,
Great job.
9, 10.
Let that breath in.
Good job.
Great breaths. Just like that last one. Big deep
Deep
breath
breath
in.
in.
Great job.
1, 2, 3, 4,
That's it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Good job.
10. Good job.
And then one more big and strong.
Push. 1, 2, 3,
That's it.
4,
Right there.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Great. Good job. Let it one more contraction. Good job. She's right there.
Okay.
Pressure's pretty intense.
She's okay.
Sure, we're good. I think you're contracting again.
I'm going to push if I need to.
Go ahead and push. Harder.
Keep pushing. Keep
Hold it
pushing.
as long as you can, and then when you can't anymore, let that breath all the way out. Good job. Push
Good
again.
job. Good job. Good job.
Here she comes. You're pushing her right through. Lots of pressure in your butt right now, okay? Push again.
Good job.
Great job.
Good push. Good push.
She's halfway out, okay?
Good push. Yeah. You're doing great.
Easier on
Yep. You're doing so good. Great job. Great job. Good. Take a breath. And push. Good job. Yep. You're doing awesome. Good job. Keep going.
That's it,
Yep.
that's it. I almost see your
Yep. You
forehead.
can let it out. And push.
That's it.
Good job. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
There she
Yep.
comes.
There
There she
There
comes.
she is.
There's her head. Let it out. Deep breath. And now, good job. Come on, push.
Ankle. Once. No, twice. Twice, yeah. All right, give us a small push for that shoulder. Great job, almost done.
You're doing a great job. She's almost out. She's almost out. Good.
She's trying to cry already, too. Not even all the way out. Right in here.
Look at his hair.
Bye, lashes. She's got big cheeks, though, for being so little.
Finally. Do a little belly, like, postpartum shot. It's been a month. My shorts don't match my shirt because I didn't think I was gonna stand up and show my belly, but here we are. So that's the tummy. Not really too fond of it. It's really squishy still, but got a little bit of stretch marks. I don't know. I get like sad when I look at it, but I birthed a baby. I created a human inside of me. My organs shifted. And like, if you guys know me, like personally, and like know what my body looks like. Like I was so small. I was actually underweight. I was 97 pounds. Like you could see my hip bones, and I've never like had like chunk on me before. So I guess like in a way, I gained healthy weight from it. I'm weighing like 125. I overall was weighing like 145, I believe. I'm around like 125, 120. It's okay though. You know, I know some moms get really self-conscious. I am. But at the end of the day, like I said, I created a human being. My organs shifted to make another person. I birthed a beautiful baby girl. My body's awesome, and it freaking rocks. It's just going to take some time to get to where I want to be, where I'm comfortable. But in the meantime, embrace your mom bod. Okay, I'm going to go grab her really quickly. I hope she stays sleeping a little bit. That's probably not going to happen. Hi! Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Okay, well, her hair is super crazy right now, and she just had a bath yesterday. But her hair I can't really tame. Ew, what is in it? When she came out with her full head of hair, oh my goodness, everybody in the room was just like, did you have heartburn or not? I was like, no, I thought I was gonna have a really bald baby, and I figured she was going to be a brunette as well because her dad has very dark brown hair, and I have very light blonde hair. This is not my natural hair, obviously, but we were super surprised to see that she had such dark hair. But I love it. I think it's beautiful, and oh no, I probably should have brushed her hair, but. Oh, sleepy baby. Oh, sleepy. So sleepy, Paisley. This is Paisley May. She was born July 11th at 12:21 p.m. 6 pounds, 3 ounces, and you are trying to poop. But I'm so happy that she finally is here, and that all that time that I waited, 9 months seems so long. All that time that I waited is absolutely so worth it, and I'm so grateful to have her and to be her mother. And she's pooping. She's pooping. It's amazing. It really is. It truly is amazing. She is the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I told myself I wasn't going to cry, so I'm trying really hard not to, but it's really hard. She's smiling, or she was smiling again. Like all the heartache that I went through and all the sadness that I felt for so long, just like the second that I had her just like went away. And when they tell you that there's no love like a mom's, like that's 110% true, and I didn't think that. I was like, oh, it's a bunch of baloney. Like people just say that. Like, no, it is so true. The love that you have for your baby is just absolutely amazing. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're gonna say goodbye because I think she's trying to poop. She is. Oh yeah, we're trying to get all those big gas bubbles out, aren't we, Miss Paisley? I want you to open your eyes so people can see your eyes. Oh, floppy head. Good morning. Stop pooping. Hello, Dookie. Oh my gosh. She's a little tired. Okay, say goodbye. We're off to the world because I made something. This came out of my crotch. I made this. She came out of my cooter. And I'm proud, and I want to show her to the world. Your hair makes you look so freaking weird. And you grunting and pushing like you are, and your red face, you look freaking funny. So definitely stick around for more videos because I will be posting as much as I possibly can. We're still trying to get in like a routine, just like sleep, everyday life, kind of just figuring out how to go about things, so trying to get it all figured out. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around, and I'm so glad you finally got to meet my daughter. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you guys real soon.